Ali Abulaban becomes a TikTok sensation with his spot-on impressions of Scarface, Nicolas Cage, and John Wick. And by Ali's side is his beautiful and dutiful wife, Anna, who becomes an important part of Ali's social media platform. However, when Anna starts to gain her own massive social media following, Ali's insane jealousy starts to get the better of him, and he decides to do whatever it takes to turn the spotlight back on him forever. Hello, and welcome to The Dark Side of Love. I am your host, Bianca Sloan, author of suspense novels about the dark side of love. And this week I'm putting a spotlight on part 1 of the case I'm calling Tik Tok, You're Dead. Ali Abulaban was born on Staten Island in 1992 to Mom Dalal, who was 16 years old. Dalal had married Ali's father, who was in his mid to late 20s when she was 15, and by the time she was 19, Dalal was the mother of 3 children. The Abulaban family were practicing Muslims, very strong in their faith and committed to adhering to tradition. Ali, however, had trouble fitting into the square box of the Abulaban family, with his cousin Louis Marinari describing him in the TikTok murders as, quote, a free spirit who didn't really follow religion. As Fox 5 San Diego reported, according to Dalal, her husband was abusive and strict, and she was afraid of him. She says that her husband had a violent temper and frequently verbally and physically abused her in front of the children, and that the entire family lived in fear of his temper. He also turned his ire onto his oldest child. Dalal said her husband beat Ali with an extension cord, and in another incident got mad because Ali was playing Guitar Hero, which set the man off, and he actually broke the guitar over the boy's head. According to Fox 5 San Diego, Dalal claims that when Ali was a teenager, her husband told their son, quote, "You're a loser. I'm sick of you." Dalal says that these incidents, as well as the abuse Ali saw his father direct towards her, left him with social anxiety around men. Dalal described her oldest child as hyper, with an inability to sit still in school and concentrate, which caused him to get in trouble quite a bit. He was picked on as a kid, and eventually, when he was 14, Ali was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD. Dalal said her son could also be rebellious, would throw things, and displayed anger issues. Ali often skipped classes and eventually graduated from New Directions Alternative School in Virginia, where the family was now living. Despite these challenges, Dalal described her son as talented and noted that he had a knack for making people laugh. Ali's cousin Louis said in the program The TikTok Murders that his cousin loved singing and dancing, telling the program, quote, "It's what he was meant to do. I really believe he was meant to be a star." After graduating from high school, Ali attended college for a semester before dropping out and joining the Air Force at around age 18 or 19. Dalal admits that she was excited for her son, with Fox 5 San Diego noting she thought the military would help him be more disciplined and, quote, learn how to be a man. By 2014, Ali was stationed in Okinawa, Japan, and it was during that time that he met and fell in love with the girl who would become his wife. Anna Marie Quito Macedonia was born on August 18, 1993 in the Philippines. Her father was in the military and was stationed in Okinawa, where Anna grew up. And growing up, dark-haired, olive-skinned Anna was not considered to be a great beauty. She was kind of nerdy and skinny, had bad hair. She was into video games, and because she wasn't considered this gorgeous girl, she had a lot of insecurities. However, she was known to have a big heart, and as her childhood friend Kayla said in the TikTok Murders, Anna was, quote, caring, loving, happy individual. So as she got older, Anna truly blossomed and became a serious knockout. Long hair, long legs, beautiful skin, gorgeous. It's no wonder she caught Ali's eye. The truth is, they have eyes for each other, with Anna's friend Julia Stunt saying in the TikTok Murders that Anna was attracted to Ali's, quote, big personality, going on to say, I think she saw someone that was successful, that had a good head on his shoulders, he had a good ranking in the military, and they had a lot of laughter and love. However, one thing that Ali just can't seem to control is his jealousy. Specifically, he cannot stand any guy who looks at Anna. Can't stand them making comments, giving her any compliments of any kind, saying how lucky Ali is to have her. He just goes completely cuckoo clock. Doesn't matter how benign, how nothing of a comment it might be, he just goes off the ranch anytime this happens. Anna's friend Julia is, of course, bothered by this and tells Anna, you know what, this is not cool. Saying in the TikTok murders, quote, "I just remember feeling uneasy around him." Anna tried to reassure Julia that she loved Ali and that there wasn't anything to worry about. Honestly, she probably thought that his jealousy meant that that's how much he loved her. Except this hot temper, this inability to control his jealousy leads him to a drunken fight with one of Anna's male friends in her friend group when a bunch of them are all out one night. For his trouble, Ali is kicked out of the military and forced to leave Okinawa in disgrace. He returns home to his disappointed family in Bristow, Virginia, while Anna's family is headed back to the Philippines. Fate would bring the couple back together when Anna learns she's pregnant. Ali and Anna are in love, and he wants her to come to the States. She decides to wait, and she gives birth to their daughter, Amira, in the Philippines. When the baby is 9 months old, they join Ali in Virginia and move in with his family. Anna falls in love with both Virginia and Ali's family, and the new little family of Anna, Ali, and baby Amira decide to make things official and get married at the courthouse before settling into married life in their own place. Ali's cousin Louis observed in the TikTok murders that Anna and Ali seemed blissfully in love, saying, quote, "I saw a match made in heaven." Around this time, Ali starts producing content on social media, dubbing himself Jinn Kid, which is a play on the Arabic word jinn, which in Islamic culture means an invisible creature or a ghost. Ali really gets into the persona, even insisting that the family refer to him not as Ali, but as Jinn Kid. Freelance journalist Andrea Marks notes in the TikTok murders that the TikTok platform is a great fit for Ali's brand of content, which consists of characters from the Skyrim video game, and nobody at me if I pronounce that wrong, as well as impressions of Nicolas Cage, John Wick, and perhaps the most important character in Ali's repertoire, Tony Montana, the character that Al Pacino played in the movie Scarface. As Andrea tells the program, quote, "TikTok's perfect for Ali, and Ali's perfect for TikTok. It's grabby, it's quick, and he can put out a lot of it," meaning content. Ali starts attracting followers, and a social media manager sees the potential that Ali has, and he approaches him in order to work with him and help him grow his brand. Anna even gets in on the fun, filming many of the segments, and in some, her hand has a starring role. So sometimes you would see her hand holding something or making a gesture, something like that. And then, as these things do overnight, one of Ali's Skyrim videos goes viral. And then in the blink of an eye, Ali's got millions of views and millions of followers. It's life-changing. Jenna Marbles, which, if you know, you know, declares herself a fan. The branding and the sponsorship deals start rolling in, but most important to Ali, he has found the stardom and the validation that he has been seeking his whole life. His cousin Louis told the newspaper The Independent he thought social media provided a refuge of sorts for his cousin, saying it, quote, created a fake reality for him to escape his insecurities, to escape his depression. Further noting in the TikTok murders, Jinn Kid was an escape from Ali Abulaban. He wanted to be this different entity that was super famous. And with social media, especially TikTok, you have to feed the beast. And Ali, as Andrea notes in the TikTok murders, becomes, quote, obsessed with it. It's his new path to fame. Anna gets a promotion from hand model to appearing in front of the camera in the videos with her husband, where they do things like dance around, act goofy, and portray themselves as couple goals. Anna is a hit with Ali's followers, and reporter Kelsey Christensen notes in the TikTok murders that, quote, fans liked to see them, meaning Ali's videos, that they liked to see Anna in the videos as well. Ali in the videos can be charming, and he says They're living the American dream. Ironically, because of her involvement with Ali's content, Anna begins to develop her own following as she showcases her workout and beauty routines as well as the clothes that she wears. So while social media is Ali's career, it's just something fun for Anna because her real focus is on their daughter Amira, who by all accounts she absolutely adores. As Ali's social media fame skyrockets, Anna starts to fade from the picture, seeing less and less of her friends and spending more time with Ali and his social media endeavors. She felt increasingly isolated and totally consumed by Ali's world. Her family is in the Philippines, most of her friends are in Okinawa or San Diego, and in a way, Anna is drowning. Anna's friend Rachel commented in the TikTok murders, quote, "I don't think he really allowed her to have friends." Forensic psychologist Dr. Joni Johnston echoes this to the program, saying, quote, "They really did live in Ali's world. He really is in control of who she hangs around, what they do." Anna's friend Julia encourages her to come visit her in San Diego for a few days, and Anna falls head over heels for America's finest city. And when she comes home, Anna sets her mind to convincing Ali to make the move, basically saying to him, "Listen, I've been doing Virginia and your friends and your family. Now, let's do San Diego for me." Turns out, it's not such a hard sell. Living in San Diego means being closer to Los Angeles and the companies that Ali wants to do deals with, not to mention Hollywood. Ali wants to be a movie star, and it's a hell of a lot easier to make that happen in San Diego, a mere heartbeat from Tinseltown, than it is in Virginia. It's a win-win. And so, the family pulls up stakes and makes the move across the country to California, moving into the Spire, a swanky high-rise in the heart of downtown San Diego. The move to California puts Ali in a different stratosphere as he books a stand-up gig at a comedy club, fans are chasing him for autographs, he's even doing live streams with Jay Farrow, a former Saturday Night Live cast member and himself a renowned impersonator. Anna also springs to life in San Diego as she now has her girlfriends close by. She's having girls' night out, the beach, the lifestyle, and it seems as though the move has been beneficial for everybody. At least that is what Anna and Ali portray on social media, that they are living the American dream. Perfection personified. Fabulous high-rise apartment, adorable little girl, TikTok stardom, couple goals. But it was all fake. Because the truth is, Ali is still consumed with jealousy and resentful of anything that takes away Anna's time and attention from him. She is blossoming, and he hates it. As long as Anna was just a hand in the video, she's not a threat. As her friend Rachel says in the TikTok murders, quote, "He had his wife on the sidelines, and that's how he wanted her. He does not like her going out with her girlfriends, finding any way he can to swoop in and crap all over everything. Like ruining an outing to Disneyland, or the night that everybody went out for Anna's birthday party, he's having temper tantrums, and because all eyes are not on him, he doesn't like that. Eventually, he just gets excluded from things altogether because nobody likes being around him. His outbursts are draining, and he's just too much." As Anna's friend Julia summed it up in the TikTok murders, quote, "Ali does tend to rub some people the wrong way. He loves to talk about himself a lot." Cousin Louie echoes this, telling NBC San Diego that he felt his cousin's social media fame, quote, "empowered him. I do think it made him feel like he was better than other people and that nobody could touch him." Making things even worse, Ali sinks to a whole new level when he starts doing cocaine, as in constantly doing cocaine. Like, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm snorting a line. I'm ordering Starbucks, I'm doing a line. He even does it on his live streams, which that's taken the whole Scarface thing just a little too literally. Initially, Anna is desperately walking a tightrope of trying to keep Ali happy, of trying to make things seem or feel normal for their daughter. Anna's friend Rachel stated in the TikTok murders, quote, "Anna's goal was to make everything comfortable for him. She was just allowing him to do what he wanted. Some of this accommodating stance stems from Anna's Filipino culture, whereas friend Rachel noted in the program, quote, "Women are raised to be quiet and do what we're told. We all have one dream and one goal, and it's to get out and to come to America to have a better life. Certain men will think that we are an item, as in property. We should be grateful because they gave us that life." Dr. Jenny Johnston noted about Ali in the program, quote, "He has a very rigid idea of how their relationship should be. I don't think in any respect he thinks this is an equal relationship. And due to these very different lenses, divorce does not seem to be an option for the couple. For Anna's part, you got married to stay married, and then plus there's their daughter. And Ali saw Anna as his property. He's the one who brought her to the States, the one who made it possible for her to live the American dream, and nobody likes to give their property away. And why isn't she more grateful? Why isn't she falling all over him in eternal gushing gratitude?" So Ali really starts unspooling. He is upset because Anna won't give him any cookies, which he thinks he's owed, because again, he thinks of her as his property. And Ali becomes totally paranoid about why she won't give him any cookies, and y'all know I'm not talking about baking, right? Anyway, he is convinced that Anna is cheating on him, and to, I guess, expose her or get his fans and followers on his side, Ali starts to record their arguments and post them on TikTok. He thinks he's winning sympathy, but really, he looks like a clown at best and a bitter, resentful clown at worst. He says things like, "When's the last effing time you pleased me?" He calls his wife a biatch, he calls her a whore, and as her friend Kayla noted in the TikTok murders, quote, "It showed how little he cared about her well-being." Ali is very clearly trying to provoke Anna, and you can see in her demeanor in the videos is that she just does not care. And let me tell you, when a woman stops caring, like she's not getting mad, she's not crying or any of that, she's done. She's checked out. You are not getting any more cookies from us. Ali knows this. He knows that Anna is slipping away from him, and so he starts to threaten her that he's going to get her deported. Because after all, he brought her here. I can take it all away because he thinks he's God. Cousin Louie told NBC San Diego Ali loved his wife so much that he became obsessed with her, and then he wanted to control her. He couldn't grasp control over her because she had a really big social life, and he couldn't control her anymore, and it drove him mad. And I actually like the way that Kelsey Christensen described it in the TikTok murders, was that Ali has cast himself as, quote, "the suffering protagonist in their marriage." Anna is continuing to try and stick it out in the marriage for the sake of her daughter, but that is becoming nearly impossible. At one point, she reaches out to her mother-in-law, Dalal, for help, and even she is exasperated that Anna has not left her son, which, what does that tell you? Asking her, "Why do you always go back to him?" Dalal encourages her son to leave Anna and come home to Virginia, but Ali is not going anywhere. He is terrified that another man will come in and scoop her up, and he cannot let that happen. Because again, she's his property, his investment. Cousin Louie said it pretty bluntly in the TikTok murders, quote, "Let's get this clear. Ali was holding Anna hostage. She could not get out of this marriage. So what is somebody supposed to do?" Next week on part 2 of TikTok, You're Dead, Ali and Anna both make fateful decisions which will change the course of their lives forever. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of The Dark Side of Love. I am your host, Bianca Sloan, and show your love for The Dark Side of Love by visiting thedarksideoflove.com for show notes and transcripts. While you're there, sign up for my newsletter to be notified about new episodes, and you can also find a link to my Patreon page where you can access bonus material and other fun stuff. Learn more about my suspense novels about the dark side of love by visiting biancasloan.com. Thanks for hanging out with me, and join me next time for another tale of love gone wrong. I'll see you on the dark side.